Ah! Ja. Interesting, interesting. See if I can get a clean run. I remember some of these parts, of course. This ramp basically was in the way now for my line. The ramp is there to have to always be able to make it up, but it was in the way for my line. Here's some nose slide shenanigans, but the exit I don't know with. This turn comes so weirdly early. You're my heart, you're my soul. You go. A bit weird took over the penalty there. When my replay comes in last passer competition, I show you. The ending doesn't really work. Like, when you are in that wall ride, you just cannot get out of it early enough. just check shortly what kind of line. Okay. There are actually such different lines, such different solutions in the puzzle competition. Also I definitely missed out on some better parts, that's for sure. But that was obvious when you don't really put much time and effort into it. Then. I come.
There, onto the booster, super clean already. Then the second booster here, transition over the looping, onto the ramp, super tight squeeze there into the finish, and gets it with the roof hit. The start boosts already really, or the start clips and boosts, very efficient. So here at the start, he goes to the right, has one clip through the churning block, so this sausage block right here, that is one clip, so he does right there, and then when he clips to that one, you can see right here, he clips, and he's immediately clipping through this wall as well, and with that he's just so early on the ground, already accelerating again. Then onto the booster here, gather speed, up to 212 speed, then the second booster goes up to 370 speed. 317 speed from two boosters, very good stuff. Jumping across here, just flat landing, you know, no like weird transitions or something.
This is cool, the anti-booster is literally on the checkpoint line, and I jump off right before.
This one onto the looping, really smooth transition there as well. Onto the grass as well, drop down here. He places this ramp here, which you would think, that's kind of useless. Why would you place the ramp here? It's just making this jump harder.
Actually, there's no penalty.
It actually gets rid of the penalty here.
Even though it looks like there's penalty, there is no penalty.
But like this is not penalty.
Yeah.
You can maybe tell here with me driving. This is not penalty. He actually does get a normal platform landing here because it's block mixed inside of each other. So that way also keeps just a little bit more speed into the finish. A point is 77 by Marius. Very clean, nice, very efficient, and just clean transitions here. Like if you have this much speed, you don't really have to do much. Like, how many blocks is this really? Like, it's like, how many blocks is he really using? Like, this is like 2 here at the start, 3, then 4, 5.
So here, one thing I want to say about this part. The problem for me here is that's not perfectly smooth. Like, if I drive so smooth that I land super early in this platform here, I cannot jump far enough to the left. If I want to get enough to the left in order to jump to the checkpoint, I will overjump the grass a bit. So I either had to take more airtime here to get the line, or I take perfect airtime, also basically the lowest amount of airtime, but then I won't reach the checkpoint. That was the one thing I didn't really like about it.
New selector player for Big. It is Yami with
that's
a point of
a big gap
56.
actually.
First time participating, and he got himself a point of 56. So let's take a look at what Yami cooked for his first puzzle company. He just says,
I keep Lars in the background.
Yeah, unlucky. I saw your comment. I feel a little bit bad, but I think you can learn a lot from this, because I think you had a lot of clever ideas here, and with a smaller few ideas, could have gotten even further as well. Let's take a look. So he's starting on a sausage here at the very beginning, a little bit higher up, then clip through this block to land.
I quickly checked it.
Here, jump, clips again out of the first block, then onto the platform here. Then clean transitions, dropping down onto another booster, goes up to 355 speed and into the finish. He is so fast at the end, so incredibly fast at the end. 355 speed, and also the ending is so clean. Honestly, it perplexed me when I saw this run that it wasn't even faster because it looks so clean. But the thing is, he's taking the second booster so late. So the first booster you take very early on, obviously, but then here in this section you are at like 220, 240 speed until you get the second booster, and then you really speed up. This ending is so fast, 355.
That was really the question when to use the boosters.
And it's just jumping over everything, onto the platform there, then over the water. Super clean transitions there into the finish. Especially like this is such a flat finish, it's just so optimized here. I really like it, like over the water, then clean transition onto the dirt, then small bump there, and another bump into the finish. It's just nice flat line. A lot of people use like the ramp and jump up a lot. Yami jumped really low, and also at the start, pretty clean, nice clip here at the start, onto the booster, keeps a lot of speed, went for like a little bit of a low style setup to land in the drops, over the booster, and then into the finish. So yeah, really nice to see you try for the first time, and I think, I mean, Yami said, I guess I can say that because he put that into the description. He spent, in total, I think he said 35 hours on the solution and over 10 hours on hunting it. And you can't tell, this is a very clean run. It's a very clean run. But I think from watching all of the other goals, you can learn a lot now. Like, what did you try? What did you come up with in your solution? And what did other people come up with? How can you combine all of those things? It's always easy to look at like the winning solution in the puzzle competition and think, oh yeah, okay, you just do like a few flips in the start, you do a few boosters and stuff, and then you okay, so those are like the basic things to do to go fast into in a puzzle competition, like clean landings, keep a lot of speed, you know, stuff like that. But then actually doing it and comparing when you actually try it yourself is way more useful. You learn so much from it. If you like compare your experiences trying out a puzzle against everybody else's, like watching this and comparing with everyone else, really, really useful to learn. Also, just new game mechanics as well, you know? Like how do you go fast on the downhill like this? What makes the car go faster? I think it can be very interesting. I think you can learn a lot from it, especially. But yeah, super cool to see the submission there. You could tell there was a lot of time spent into it.
Wait for the equipment time.
The next one is Milby with a point 53. Just tiny bit faster, 300ths of a second. And it's basically the same solution, but on the left side. So he's dropping down here, booster onto the platform here, also takes the weird landings here over the sausage, booster there, jumps over the water, and into the thing. It's literally like the exact
most likely
same
not,
thing.
because I don't really see how I should gain much more time.
It's faster. Yeah, left is faster. But I don't know, man. Yami, I mean, now I'm your analyst, right? I'm your analyst for Big now that you joined Big. Why? You should have asked me. I would have told you left is faster. I would have told you. Left
Oh, but I always forget. I wanted to go inside, now I forgot about it.
I think he has a little bit of a more efficient bump at the start, getting onto the booster here. Then also just landing here with like 230 speed. I think a little bit faster over these bumps. Clean landings, then onto the booster here, also gets up to a bunch of speed, 350 is one more speed, thank you. I'm sorry, 357 actually, 357. Over the water here, it's slightly different position of this turn, over the water, and alright, let's take a look at the comparison, because we need to compare these. It'll be a bit hard because they're on the different sides, but let us take it, oh, that's the wrong one. Quickly fix that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'd of course did this mistake, and then bad gears in the ending.
Who does Akon did submit this time? Yeah, let's see. Akon submitted actually 3 times, I can tell you. He improved 3 times his time. And each time in the author comments he just wrote blah. every time. Okay, let's take a look at the comparison here. So, starting out, Yami a little bit faster with the first clip. And then Mimi on doing the clip here. They're about equal, but I believe this is a tiny thing. And that is that Yami, I think, lands on the booster only here. You see this? He's getting the booster here. Like this is where he lands the booster. This is where Mimi lands the booster. So it's like a tiny difference. It's like 2 wheel lengths or something. But because of that, I think Mimi gets a little bit more speed. Like here they're basically equal already. Then they're dropping down here. One there, dropping down. They're very equal. Then Mimi has another clip here. He's clipping through this wall here. Get a little bit more of a...
How am I always forgetting that I want to go inside? It sets you up so nicely for that outside, but kind of the same like turn combination like in the ending.
It's so close between them. It's so
block combination.
Now they're coming into the finish.
But with this exit, I don't need to.
It is Yami ahead, but Mimi with more speed coming together from one side to the other, and it is Mimi overtaking by 300ths of a second with superior speed into the finish. Just actually insane. Actually insane. It's so close. That is so close. I love that you guys just came up with the same solution, but mirrored it on each side. I love that. I honestly love that. That's really, really cool. But talking about Alcon earlier, the next one is actually Alcon. Alcon with a .52. 100th of a second faster once again. Alcon with a .52.
Alcon said he definitely will win.
Interestingly, he's improved like on the last day or something. He sent another replay in. And I think he jumped both of you with that replay. I think he had like a lower or a higher .5 before. Okay, it is Alcon. Let's take a look at what Alcon cooked this time. So he is going for the double boost and the start, dropping down. Cool transition there, plastic bounce, another transition over the water, water bounce and bounce finish. Really creative stuff here, like so much creative stuff. The thing is, Alcon maybe didn't have the game knowledge that you don't want to place 2 boosters right after each other. We discussed that earlier. You don't get a lot of speed out of it. So at this point here, he's at 270 speed at this point. Right here, 275. He does a lot of flips as well. It might be the fastest run actually with the double boost and stuff. It might be actually. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, lots of flips here in the start. First of all, starting on the sausage, of course, to have a little bit of a downhill. Then, first flip. Then, actually here low flip. Then the second flip is here. And then a third flip with this wall. Right here as well. So, 3 clips there in the start. You get a little bit...
And the AT is cooked.
Then goes up 275 speed. And now a really, really
I also struggle with some of the lines.
That might get underrated very easily, and that is that he's landing in downhills. So he's landing here on the grass, downhill. And look at what happens to his speed. He's at 276, he lands. And on this one jump, he gains 10 speed because it's downhill. 288, 289. Then on this one as well, also small downhill, 294. He's gaining speed on these landings. Then another classic bounce here to lose a little bit less speed in the turn. He only dropped to, after the turn, to 290. He kept the speed so well through these turns, so well. Then up here also up to 305. He only got 270 speed with the boosters, and most of the time people will lose their speed when they after these boosters. They get 270 speed and then it's like only a downhill in terms of speed. Alcon built the map so efficiently after a nice transitions downhills that he is actually still gathering speed. He is still getting faster afterwards. Also, I love the dirt bumps at the end here. From the water, doing a small dirt bumps to get a little bit less grip on the penalty, so he gets less of a slowdown. It's a little bit faster, I think, than taking a ramp or something into the finish, because the grass hill is actually really really efficient in this case. Yeah, cool stuff by Elkon here. I especially love these plastic ones. Like that's plastics bounce and the transition after. So great, really cool. Really cool stuff. Alright, that was Elkon solution at point 52. Oh, that's the one. Okay, that's the. I just picked the wrong button, that is fine. The next one is another 10th of a second faster.
Yeah, let's have a look at.
I'm not able to tell right now who it is yet, unless you look at the name. But if you look a little bit closer at the car, and it is Shorty. It is Shorty with the number 2 car. Now he's in second place. That is the question. We'll see. Shorty coming in with a 9.43, and he is doing a different booster again. He does one booster early, then another booster afterwards in the landing. Similar transitions here with the sausage dropping down, plastic bounce, finish. So he came up already with one boost weapon.
Yeah, this makes sense.
And that is that he started on
I copied too much there.
on the grass block. We have often seen that people are starting on like the sausage here to get a little bit of a downhill. The grass is even more extreme in this case. He gets an even stronger downhill. And even though you are starting on penalty
No, thank you for the raid.
you never want to start on penalty grass, it is worth it here. I mean, he still has 2 other wheels that are on platform at least. It's such a good downhill that it is actually faster than the sausage start. Then drop down here. He just drops through, I believe, 2 different
Oh, this
walls
was the
there,
one block I
drops
didn't
down
try to shot
onto
use
the
there.
booster, gets just one booster,
Watching
drops
next
down,
to a
second
map
booster
preview,
landing,
I'm watching the
and
puzzle
gets up to
resets from last puzzle
318
competition.
speed out of the first 2 boosters very early on. Those people who get
This
those
map here
people
was built at XPEVO LAN
he does it before the first
in the
checkpoint
mapping
already
together
with the 2 boosters. So
plugin.
he has a lower speed throughout the
I'll
entire
quickly
map now,
check what
and
shot he
tries to
did.
just keep it. Then clean transition there from the sausage onto the platform. Another jump down here onto the ramp, plastic bounce, and finish. Alright, that is a shorty solution. The thing is, he gets up to speed fast. That is the thing. Yeah, I feel like this car makes your run look slow for some reason. I don't know why. The thing is, your end speed is low, right? Like your end speed in comparison to others, like you have 310, 320, others had like 350 or something, then it feels low. But you have to consider that you are going fast early on already. I think we can take a comparison as long as I didn't mess it up again. Let's see, and yes, we can compare with Elkon. So let's take a look. Shorty versus Elkon and stuff. So you can see right here already. Elkon was starting with the sausage start. Shorty is starting with the grass start, and he is a little bit faster. Then dropping down here. Elkon
There we go.
much more aggressive booster setup or clip setup onto the booster.
That was really nice map in the VMC.
Elkon far ahead with a double.
And a very good race again in front.
Shorty comes back with extra speed, lands down here, and he is faster than Elkon doing the overtake.
Yeah, also with this map here, it's pretty good, but there are some things where I would say improvable.
Yeah, it's really
Also first of all, in the first turn, when I go to the outside and switch over to a no slide, I have the issue that my gear up comes already here before the turn ends. I still have to steer. That can be a little bit annoying. As I said, this ramp was once in the way. You need really good speeds here, it's a quite difficult speed check.
The next one though is very close to Shorty. It is just
So, but then here, naja, the
by Quentin.
who is it? Quentin?
Last time submitted for the first time, this time submitting as well. It's a 9.428.
So here I would say mainly this exit, as you get some additional airtime there, it is difficult to get into a nice entry angle for this outside dirt.
Then does a roof it into the ramp. Clean downhill gets more from the booster than as well.
So checking out what Quentin did. Oh, that looks actually clean.
I did not expect this at all. What a clean and clever idea. And the thing is, he is getting more out of the booster that way. He's getting more speed. because
Yeah,
he
the thing is that also this
accelerated
wall ride
it
doesn't
down
let me really
right here. He's accelerating
exit
on
it
the down,
earlier,
he gets so
so
much
it's
more
very
speed.
difficult to get a nice line.
He is
And
on
here you saw me going into the no slide, but then again,
337
it is
speed,
difficult
shortly
to
compared
get
to
out
Quentin,
of
who was
this
on
corner
320.
also early enough.
So
Like in
Quentin
several
a
corners
lot
on this
faster
track,
there.
the problem is that the
Landing on
car
grass
is not
here,
exiting
then onto the next
early enough
platform,
for the next
another
turn.
sausage
Like if
track
there was
here,
always
just
one
trying to
more
keep that
straight,
speed, just
no?
come and
If there
jump,
was
just,
one more
you know,
straight
take
from
the
this wall
staircase
ride
down,
to
like,
this outside
wicked
dirt, if
steps
there was
down
one
there.
more
You just,
straight
like,
here,
drop the speed in the
so
start,
that the
just
car really
maintain
has
it
the chance to
basically.
go
230,
down.
keeping
I got it now really good in this
platforms,
PB one though.
ramp, and
But yeah,
this
it's
is
always
really
like missing a
great.
little
And
bit.
I was wondering,
This is
when I
a
saw
nice
this,
entry for the outside dirt. I had it also very clean.
booster
Also, this is a very nice
and it is
transition here
this
that I got just very
drop
good.
right here
This is an interesting
not
idea,
the
but yeah,
transition
as you
from
see, it
here
turns out to be better to just be
this,
here,
this,
because this
rally
line here also
You see
sucked
this
a
on the
little bit.
side.
With a
This
small
part
airtime, then this in the way, and
I
a
didn't
bad
know
angle
this
for the
existed.
turn
I just
makes
gave
fully
you this
sense that
block
you
like
want
from
to
the upper
go
side
from
here,
here.
right? This is the reason why I gave
Otherwise
it.
would have
I
been a
had
really
no
cool idea
it
with through the
existed.
finish,
I didn't
but
find it out
the
either.
fact that this comes afterwards makes this line just not worth it anymore. No, if it was a right turn right there, then you have to go through this triangle, then you force this line. But with this left turn, you kinda... this line is dead because of that. And then again, the same issue as always. Also here, one more straight after this wall ride, and you would be able to get, like, before that penalty sand, to get to the middle. And also here, one more straight to the finish, kinda. That you really can land in that banked here and have the time to go to the right. Like that is that was not the issue basically everywhere on that map. All the time these walls and these banked turns didn't let me exit as early as I want to.
We were just at a point 42, now we're suddenly at a point 24. And with that, Shorty also confirmed not second. A point 24 by Sobur. Let's take a look at what he did. So, very efficient line here, clips once in the start, double booster there, dropping down over the grass, clean transition there, water and finish.